welcome to my second program in the series Focal Point. Towards the end of last year, I visited the United States and took interest in meeting and talking to Ugandans there. In this week's edition, I take you to Boston, Massachusetts, USA, to focus on Ugandans living in that part of the States. What do they really do? Is jail money that easy to get? Is it a better life or it's toil and hard labor? Do they plan to come back? All these questions answered in tonight's Focal Point. This is Boston, the largest city in the Massachusetts state and one of the United States historical urban centers. Over 3 million multiracial people live here. It is an old city that has embraced modernity without compromising its cultural values. Like any city in the developed world, Boston boasts of efficient systems such as public transportation. It is a well-planned city with very good roads, despite the growing pressures from the expanding population. A number of features make Boston a famous city. It is home to a number of prestigious universities and top hospitals. 15 minutes drive to the northwest of Boston are two smaller towns of Waltham and Watertown. These are fairly new towns that have grown rapidly, from small residential areas to big bustling centers with big shopping malls. It is this Waltham that is home to many Ugandan immigrants that come to the United States in search of education, better living conditions, and better economic livelihood. Waltham perhaps has the largest Ugandan community in the entire United States of America. One can hardly walk the streets of Waltham without meeting a Ugandan.
Well, this is Lexington Street. It's one of the Ugandan business areas, if we call it. It's just basically started. It's been there for about the last 5 years. We have a barber shop here. We have a beauty salon down there. Then there's a store way up there where they have a store that caters to the food products of Uganda.
Yeah.
It's just started. It hasn't been there more than a year, but it's a good addition to our society.
So would you call this street Kampala Road or something?
Not yet, but it's getting close.
Ugandans have opened up businesses here. This beauty salon located downtown Waltham is owned by Joseph Byakatonda, an ex-professional boxer. When did you come here?
I came in 1989, December.
What do you do?
So far I was boxing, but now I have my own business.
So what kind of business do you run?
So far it's the beauty supplies, you know, for ladies and late guys too.
This is quite a big investment. Send an engineer. You get a loan? Did you get?
No, not so you got set up wrong. I work hard. That's what kind of that tractor trailer, you know. That's how I save money.
Okay, what do you have here?
Okay, we have this microphone that's come from Uganda, and we have Jaribu too, Rose Cream, Cherry. Also we have these over here, they call monitors from Nairobi.
Okay.
Those right here, you know, that's come from Uganda too, and people they like it to play the hair, it's good.
Yeah.
Better than the hair from in America here.
Yeah. I can see even music from.
Yeah, we have music from you know, I get that from Paris because myself I go to Paris to get some stuff, you know, in France. Yeah.
So you basically buy some of your stuff from Paris?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do you have any Ugandan musician here?
So far, you know, I have you know, we get music from Uganda, but we get from the tapes.
Okay.
And we put on CDs. Now
okay.
I have here Travis band.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's our favorite band here in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, also was Paulo Cafe.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, then this side of the shop.
Yeah, all this stuff here to make the ladies look good.
Yeah. Okay.
Black and American.
So do you have only Ugandan clients or they are black Americans?
No, black and Americans. All the country they come here, we say you're black.
Okay. What's that Ugandan flag? What do you do with you? Does it give you special special?
Yeah, that's to give me money back home, you know.
Yeah.
I don't give up my country. I'm American citizen, but I'm still the citizen of Uganda too.
Okay, that's right. So this side you have
this side here I have the stuff work on, you know, like shampoos.
Yeah.
Lifestyle guys, everything's here, and wigs too, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a popular meeting joint for Ugandans, and the fact that it mainly specializes in African beauty products and services. Many Ugandans meet here on Saturdays to have their beauty requirements taken care of. So how often do you come to the salon here? You come to...
Every week.
Why do you come in this salon?
Because I have to support people from my country.
A few blocks up the street is another Ugandan popular spot, the African market. This is a shop owned by a Ugandan lady who left Uganda for the United States 13 years ago.
I'm selling our stuff, food from my country, and we are interested in your food in Uganda. Ndete mmere nga nkalu ya buwunga nga kawunga akagire amatoke ngagula wano babikebera amatoke nga gya Chelsea Hawaii Market ate ebino ebyobuwunga ebyo babikebera wano mu customer.
Your business is doing very well.
Obutiitibwa abakyala
Obutiitibwa abakyala and
ennyimba ezika mu Uganda tulina crafts tulina obunzaali tugezaako abantu tulina ebbumba byonna ebyogero byonna n'ebintu by'abaana abato abavubuka.
Toyagala kuddayo Uganda?
Nja kuddayo.
Oddayo ddi?
Nkyasomesa abaana.
Mumaze emyaka ki nga tonaakutuuka kudda Uganda?
Uganda maze emyaka nga 10.
Omanyi agala mpitibwa Juma Galiwango, omukyala Juma Galiwango.
Family eri wano?
Family yange ntono weeri.
Kati omaze emyaka mmeka ng'ozze wano?
Emyaka nga 8.
Toddangayo Uganda?
Nedda.
Toyagala kuddayo?
Nsuubira okuddayo.
Kati okola ki? Okola ki?
Tewali just kubeera wano.
Ngamba mulimu ki gw'okola?
Emirimu mu busawuse bwonna.
Some Ugandans have managed to work hard, save and acquire property here. This is the house of Juma Musoke, a self-employed businessman who left Uganda in the early 90s. So what do you do especially?
I have trucks on the road, I have vans you can see in the back, and I have a store, that's where I was going right now. I have 800 bicycles which is ready to ship to Uganda. And I have like 600 bicycles there in the basement. We try to send them to Uganda so we can give them to us.
It is a sad moment. Ugandans have gathered here for a funeral of Juma's friend who passed away 2 days ago. They are also here to mobilize funds for transporting the body to Uganda.
I like America. I'm a Ugandan. I'm rich here. I'm sending money to poor people, donating clothing.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So what do you do? What's the name,
I'm a
madam?
messenger sister.
Okay. Okay.
Now.
Okay, all right. So
You're American citizen now?
Yes.
So you don't like Uganda? You don't like going...
Uganda, but American citizen.
So do you want to go back to Uganda?
Of course, why not?
But you are American citizen.
My country.
So how long have...
Here because of money. We need money badly.
How long have you been here?
14 years.
14 years?
But every year I have to go to Uganda.
Ah, that's great. You have
I
a
have
family
properties in Uganda.
You have a family here?
Of course.
Okay, so... Later in the evening, Ugandans gathered at Juma's house to attend a birthday party for Hawa Sevunya, the businesswoman that owns a nightclub in Waltham.
My club, we call it Kampala Club, but we always hang in there because most of the time we are working. Most of us work 7 days.
Okay.
So whoever is free comes in and we hang in. That's where we meet. Then we feel at home.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what type of music do you play there?
We play Uganda, Lingala, all African music.
It also coincides with a fundraising function to raise funds for transporting the body. Whereas a number of Ugandans have taken up to doing businesses, many more are engaged in doing casual labor, popularly known as cheyo, as they study.
I've been here for about 20 years.
20 years? That's quite a while. Yeah, so what do you do?
I am a technologist.
What do you mean by technologist?
A technologist is someone who majors in science and then finds jobs in various sectors of technology.
Yeah, that's right.
And so as a scientist, I look for technological opportunities in various areas, whether it's engineering, whether it's medicine, whether it's data analysis, and presently I'm working as a data analyst.
Okay. What gives you the spirit of keeping here for 20 years?
Well, well, the country has been good to me.
Yeah.
The country has been really good to me. I've been able to find jobs, which is very important. My career, perhaps, is one of the things that has kept me here, is to see that I can really get to the height of my career.
Yeah.
And that has been one very important thing to me.
So, that's quite an interesting area, because I believe that Uganda needs people like you.
Absolutely.
Have you ever thought about getting back to Uganda and set up high technology so that we can benefit from it?
Absolutely. All along, as I go through the various stages of my development as an individual, I started out getting my stuff together and getting good at what I do first, and then afterwards I want to project all my experiences and other things towards my country, which is Uganda. I still hold the passport of Uganda by the way.
How often do you go to get home?
Every so often, maybe about every 3 years or so, I tend to go home.
I've lived here since 1992. I came in this place when I was a student. I studied computer science. I studied at Boston University. We call it BU. And I majored in computer science. I'm a computer consultant right now.
So what do you do? Have you got your own whatever company?
Yes, I created my own company. My own company, I studied it in actual plan. I studied it in 1996. But in physics, I had it 2003. My company is called Pro Computer Solution.
So what do you do exactly?
I'm a consultant in the computer industry. I can analyze, I can advise, I can config, I can troubleshoot, I do services. I'm one of the big brother volunteer in Boston for the youth, and I would love to bring that home if we can only get some way of inviting us back to put us in the sector, in the computer sector. Would love to come back home.
But what kind of invitation are you talking about? You've now been able to start there, and can't you bring your expertise back home?
Yes, I would love to come back with my expertise. My expertise right now is based on two people who love to know technology, and people who are running technology, people who want to use business technology. But the most important thing should be the location in Uganda and the finance.
Yeah, but you can bring your own expertise and start your own business and you run it.
Yes, I would do that. I would love to do that. But the money to bring down a company in Uganda needs some dollars, which we need to get from the government. But the government needs a lot of paperwork. We don't know what kind of paperwork.
So how long have you been working?
I've been working for 6 years.
Yeah, but 6 years you should have mobilized some little funds to start up some small business in Uganda.
Yeah, the business I have is over here. I don't have any business I can reallocate to Africa, but if I can be added some more funds, I have a good credit here. I can basically open up markets.
Why did you really come to America?
Kind of a long story actually, because I left Uganda in 1990, where I went lived in England. From then on until 96, then I came here. I just wanted to figure out what the rest of the world does.
Yeah. You found it more comfortable here?
If I had all that I wanted, definitely I would be going home.
Yeah. What do you want to have? What do you plan to have that will make you get back to Uganda?
Honestly,
yes.
A lot of money.
How far have you gone with a lot of the money you've got?
Like this.
Sir.
My name is Edward in Subuga.
So what do you do here?
I suicide.
That's good.
Yeah.
So when did you come here?
1997.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah, long time, 6 years now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you started a shoeshine company?
No, I have my boss.
So
I'm working for a certain person. I wish it was my own.
So what kind of shoe shining do you do?
Any type of shoe shine.
That's good.
We do repair work, restoring, re-gluing, stitching, whatever. Luggage repair, key carrying.
Are you planning to get back? What are your plans to get back to Uganda?
Here, planning to go back home.
When do you get back home?
That's a big question. I've not yet decided because I'm here. My visa was a 2-year, and now it's over. I don't know when.
I mean, how much do you invest in work? Yeah.
Oh, in work, I would say 90% of my.
How many hours do you sleep?
I don't know. Probably like I would say like 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it easy for people in America to work to make money and take it back and make use of it in Uganda?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. It's not easy. You work hard, but you can get it if you put in more time. That's all you need. And take it home. But the problem is because people have a lot of responsibilities back home there, and the moment you're here, everybody is looking onto you, and everybody expecting a lot from you. And most of the time, people end up paying bills back home, everybody, and not doing things for themselves.
Do you have a scenario where you had sent money home and you swindled, or it's not put to use that you had wanted it to be put into?
Fortunately, I have a person that I trust, really. Is taking good care of my money. I wouldn't regret that.
So how long do you expect to work here for more money, and how long do you still expect to stay here?
Well, for me, now I'm working on my school, and as soon as I get done with my school, I'll probably work for like 2 or 3 years and get the capital, and then I'll get out of here.
What type of capital are you looking at? For example, what do you want?
Maybe if I'm to come there to stay, or I would say maybe like $100,000.
That's good. Yeah. What do you want to invest it in? Build or do something?
Well, I would like to build maybe a clinic, since I'm doing nursing, and maybe employ the doctors and get the partnership with the doctor, something, and especially I like to do something like back home in the villages.
Okay.
Help people, because I know we have people there who are dying because they don't have a hospital close by, or they don't have somebody to treat them. And maybe get even an emergency vehicle if I can't handle the patients, and then drive them to the bigger hospital.
Many Ugandans have lived here long enough and have old children. This is a gathering of some of the youths. They meet here regularly to listen to Ugandan speakers who conduct talks about Ugandan issues ranging from cultural values, social and economic. Wherever they go, Ugandans are known world over for socializing. This is inside Uganda Club, a Ugandan nightclub where Ugandans meet every weekend to dance Ugandan music. A Ugandan DJ plays all the latest Ugandan hits giving the club a real Uganda feel. Every year, Ugandans in North America select a state where they get together in a grand convention to discuss issues concerning them both in the United States and back home in Uganda. This is one of the subcommittees during one of the meetings that was preparing for the 2003 convention that took place in Boston. But is the notion held about the United States that it is a land of great opportunities where gold can be picked on the paves true?
I thought I was going to be walking like on gold or glass, but they had potholes just like any other country. Some roads were so nice. Of course better than Uganda, but it's not the picture that we see in the movies. So that's right.
What would you advise the people who are craving to come here?
You know, honestly, I wish I had a chance to bring all Ugandans out just to see and understand that out sometimes life in the movies is not exactly what real life is.
First of all, get away from the illusion that it's a land of milk and honey. Yeah, it is land of milk and honey, but you have to work very hard. You have to compete with the reality that you may work hard, but you sacrifice the quality of life.
Yeah.
It takes you years to be able to enjoy your fruits, you know. So, I mean, if you're coming to be a student, this is probably the best environment you can come to. So, you work hard. If you have goals, I see it's not a problem. But if you're coming here to basically pick gold on the streets, you're dialing the wrong number.
Wow, I thought I would pick gold on the street, which wasn't true. So I really, you know, it was a little bit disappointing, but I know if you're focused and you work hard and you know what you want, you can make it. There's an opportunity to make it.
What do you mean by focus? I've talked to so many people who tell me that if you are focused and you work hard, what do you mean by working hard?
Well, working hard is, you know, you just set your goals. You know, you in this country as a refugee, it's not your homeland, and you know you've got to go back. And some people, they'll come and you just do like 6 hours a day, and you pay your bills and you buy a nice car, and you know, because you can put a down payment of $100,000 and drive a Mercedes-Benz and just, you know, enjoy the life, you know, which is, you're not really doing much by maybe studying or saying, let me put in more hours and get some money and invest home, do something at home.
I thought there was no soil in the United States. I thought it was all glass, all gold.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's not really what it is. It is a land of opportunities, I do agree. You can be what you want to be if you come here, but you have to work hard for it. And that's what I found out. You really have to work hard for it, and you have to be focused on what you want so you can achieve an end goal. So I do advise my friends out there who would like to come here. It's not that easy. When you come here, you've got to work hard, and it's always good if you come here with the mind to study, because that's the best thing you can get from here, education. And then with that, you can go anywhere else around the world. Even better, you can take what you've learned from here back home.
Yeah. Do you plan to take what you've learned back home?
I really do, apparently. I would really want to come back home and exchange my ideas and new knowledge that I've picked up from here. And if there's someone out there with a good job, I'm going to be completing my degree in about 1.5 years. So,
is it that you would like to, or you are certain you are going to get back?
I'm certain I will get back.
Okay. Much as it is highly developed and faces problems of overdevelopment, United States of America remains far ahead of third world countries and will continue to attract great numbers of immigrants from the underdeveloped countries who look at it as the only road to success, better life and prosperity. Well, I hope you enjoyed the program. For questions and comments about Focal Point program, please contact Media Plus at Naya Hotel or call me on telephone 041 340 834. And don't forget to tune in 2 weeks from now for yet another exciting Focal Point program. Until then, stay tuned.